So we have a question from Josh, who is a WBGL listener, who wants to know, is it harder to do clean comedy than whatever else is out there?
Yeah. What I say is clean comedy is easy, funny comedy is hard.
Okay.
So, and then really, and I was talking to my wife about this yesterday, is about so many people, comedians and other people, they think edgy comedy is all about, how many cuss words you use and all that. And it's really not. Just being funny is edgy. Being clever, being able to touch on truth and to make it funny and to relate to people. That's the goal, and that's where the big laughs really are. I don't know. It's clean comedy is some of the cleanest stuff is the funniest. The truth is the funniest, no matter what. And I found that I'm not a witty comic. I don't do wordplay or anything like that. I just tell stories that people can really relate to, and I'm going to stick with that.
I love it. I've heard it said about you before. Maybe you said it that there's a lot of people out there that probably would love to experience a live funny comedy event, but it's not like they go to that many comedy clubs in their life. So that's kind of a service that you provide. You're coming places like the Virginia Theater, and you're no stranger to playing in churches and stuff like that. So you don't have to necessarily go into the clubs if you don't want to, right? It's
so different now. I mean, it was like, the comedy club explosion in the 80s. There was comedy clubs at bowling alleys and grocery stores and all this kind of stuff. And then, cable TV came along, and the comedy club kind of died. And now, of course, it's all internet-based. So there's so many different ways to enjoy comedy and to grow a fan base. I mean, now when I started, YouTube just kind of came along, and Facebook, and that changed everything. I mean, that's the engine. That's why I'm going to, coming to places like Champaign, that's why I have a job, is because I've fooled enough people into thinking I know what I'm doing.
I love it. So, we're glad for it.
But it's a fun challenge, and it's wild how comedy does change. I mean, people are 90% of it is being on your smart device. That's where people get their comedy, and a live show just it takes it even more to a different level, to where you can. People can have a shared experience, not only with their family, with your friends, but also with other people in the community. And it's just fun to laugh as a group, and it's like going to a concert, man. It's a different experience, or a live sporting event. Yeah. It's still the best way to enjoy art.
I agree. And you definitely bring the musical element to it too. Speaking of technological internet things, I'm going to make the assumption that you don't watch a lot of your own comedy videos.
Ugh. Why? Why would I do that?
Okay, but anybody who has a bit of a name for themselves in society has to Google themselves from now on. So have you found anything out about yourself from Googling yourself ever?
Well, I think I was born in France. That's on Wikipedia.
Okay.
I'm French. I didn't know that. And I'm also living, I have a home in Australia. I think that's something else that I've learned about. Yeah, never Google yourself. That rule one, never, ever, ever. And what's funny is, like, people will say, they'll ask me about an old bit, that I should bring it back to the show. It's like, I don't even remember it. So I have to go to YouTube.
Okay.
And watch clips just to remind to learn my own stuff. So it's actually, okay, what I do? Sometimes I'll watch videos of myself, just old stuff, and I'm like, that's pretty good.
Yeah, well, good.
That's not so great anymore, but that was pretty funny.
Well, I want to read something to you, Tim, that comes straight off the internet, so I know it's absolutely 100% true. Yeah. It's from a website called YouGov.com. I know you're a big fan of the government. And here's what it says. Tim Hawkins is the 453rd most popular contemporary television personality. And now, before your head gets too big, it also says that Tim Hawkins is the 463rd most famous person on Earth.
463rd.
That's what it says.
Well, after this, I'm going for 462.
I love it.
I'm going to refresh that to 462. Now, how do you know that? How do they? What are the
Well, I'll tell you.
the qualifications for that?
I'll tell you what else. I haven't checked the president's approval rating, but
Right.
this website doesn't seem to like you very much. I've never heard of this website before, so it's
Yeah.
I can't tell you, but it's saying that it's only given you. Well, no. Let me give you what it describes. Tim Hawkins is described by fans as the following:
Okay.
entertaining, funny, creative, down to earth, and listen to this last one: intelligent.
Oh no. Yeah. You can't believe anything you read. I think I'm intelligent about three things. I know that's the thing. It's like I found something I know how to do, like comedy. It's like okay, it's weird. Like I'll go in front of 1,000 people. I'm like, I know exactly what I'm going to do, but that's about it. That.
Yeah.
But I think that's the goal, right? You
Sure.
find the one thing that you know.
Well, see, now I think you're being too hard on yourself. We know that you were very good at driving a truck at one time. We know that you were
That was awesome.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. It's not like you were.
Dude, you should see me back a vehicle into a space. I mean,
Do you ever do that on the road when they have trouble?
Oh yeah, sometimes I'll just I can't drive, but I can like park really well.
Okay.
I use my mirrors. Always trust your mirrors, and that's good. And then back in the day when I did drive a truck, that was before GPS, so that was like my sense of direction was so much better.
Oh yeah.
Now it's probably true with you too. It's like it's atrophied so much. Everything is, you depend so much on your phone.
How about
I don't know
yeah, for sure.
Anymore.
Now, how about baseball? You ever get the ball thrown around at all anymore?
Oh no, not at all. I don't. I played baseball the first 18 years of my life, 19 years. I tell my wife, I don't miss it at all, man. I think it's a great game, but my gosh, I would be scared to swing a bat. I'd pull many muscles.
Right.
Many muscles that aren't there anymore.
Sure. In theory,
Maybe
muscles.
that's the problem.
I'm going to
Muscle there.
assume that you're a St. Louis Cardinals fan.
Well, you have to be.
Uh-huh.
And I am. I think the Cardinals are great for the community. They're an awesome organization. They're really the one of. 165 games. I try to check in every once in a while, but
Okay.
they're great. They're great for the town.
Love it. Well,
Yeah,
we can't wait. I thank you for the advice that I can take into my nervous double date to the Virginia Theater, May 17th, where Tim Hawkins will be. And you are, am I correct? You're bringing John Branyan with you?
You know John?
Well, we've seen him before here in town. One other time, yeah.
John is great. It's everybody, John Branyan, Google or YouTube John Branyan, the Three Little Pigs bit. It's maybe one of the best bits I've ever heard.
Okay.
John's a professional. He's been doing this longer than I have. He makes this show better. He's a great friend, and he's a grandpa. I'm going to be a grandpa next month.
Oh, congrats!
So there you go.
Wow, next month.
Yeah,
okay.
isn't that cool?
That is cool. Yeah,
A lot
so
of transition going on.
not terribly far after maybe your show that you're here with us. That's cool.
That's true.
Wow.
That's true. Yeah. So I'm really looking forward. It's going to be a good year. It's going to be real fun.
Very cool. May 17th, we'll see Tim Hawkins, Virginia Theater in Champaign. And thanks for checking in from the road, and we'll see you then.
You got it, Jonathan. Thanks so much, man.